but then you don't realize like years and years of it building up, it all of a sudden starts to hit you, and all that strength that you thought you had all of a sudden starts to, you don't know yourself anymore. And I could understand, because there, like for me, I could relate. I would find myself crying in the car, or if I'm just sitting down and I get lost in my own thoughts. There's a lot of, I wish I could say this to my dad. I wish I could done this better, or I wish,
Yep.
but I can honestly say, and I tell this to a lot of people, that it was a spiritual awakening for me when I went back to home in Samoa this January as well. And I haven't been home in almost 20 years. And a lot of it was, I didn't want to. I chose not to because of the trauma. And a lot of it was like, oh, F trauma, I can deal with that. But I didn't realize trauma was actually destroying me inside and making me a parent that I didn't want to be.
Yeah.
And so when I went back to Samoa, the touching the ground of my ancestors and seeing my ancestral graves, because our families are buried right in front of our home, and the rocks are their what do you call their tombstones. So to see that, it was such a spiritual awakening for me, that I am like you. Since this January, I have become a different person.
Yes.
Yeah. And it's like I renewed, like it's almost like God had baptized me again, and I needed to feel that.